Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday and happy first week of May. Here we are stepping into an amazing new month. This is our usual check-in. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things lining up with this whole idea of letting go? That's what we're doing, is our letting go guidance sessions. How are you feeling after this weekend? If you watch these videos before, I talk a lot about the moon and what signs are being activated in you and how it's helping us become more aligned with our truth, more aligned with our core essence, our purpose. What is it you came here as a soul to create, to experience, to share? So this weekend was very powerful in that on Saturday we had the new moon in the sign of Taurus, as well as a partial solar eclipse. So this eclipses open a time for us to really get into our spiritual essence, our spiritual meaning in life, and allows us to really get clear on letting go of the thoughts, the words, the mindsets, the habits, the beliefs even that are no longer part of who you are or who you're becoming. Because we're all evolving at our best pace, our best rhythm, things of that nature. So did you feel it? Did you feel the new moon, the dark new moon? It's a time to really bring your awareness or your attention into yourself. And also it's about planting seeds of what you want to create, to experience, to, what are your intentions? Are they in alignment with your soul's calling? Are they in alignment with your most auspicious, audacious goals or ideas or visions? So all that saying is now we're going to start shifting gears, because tomorrow we have the Waxing Crescent Moon in the sign of Gemini. And this is all about, well, actually, Waxing Crescent Moons is now when you start to set those intentions. The new moon is the plant the seeds. But now with this Waxing Crescent Moon in the sign of Gemini, it's really, really time to get clear on the communication between your head and your heart. And to really use this energy and feel into this energy. There's a sense of magic. There's a sense of lightness, of play. Can you invite some of that into your own awareness, into your own being? So that's what this week is all about. We are still in this vibe of the eclipse energy helping us let go. So maybe, just maybe, could you let go of things like thoughts of, oh, I can't do that, or that's too big, or too too something, because sometimes that holds us back. Maybe this is time for you to trust in the power that's flowing through you. It's flowing through all of us. The universe is breathing through us. So can you let go of limitations, of feelings of not being good enough, of not having the skill set or the power to create what you truly, deeply want? How does that feel for you? As always, when I do these sessions, if anything triggers more questions, or you need some support or further guidance, please put it in the comments below or message me directly. I love feeling into the energy and then kind of coming into this whole system that I've developed of the letting go cards. Because today, the card that we're going to be working with this week is actually negative body image. And isn't that beautifully aligned with what I just said about can you tap into some of that magical energy, that place where you can actually just be loving and kind to everything that you are, whether that's physically, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. And just take a deep breath. Just feel into that. So letting go of a negative body image. How does that feel for you? How does that show up? Do you tend to, look in the mirror and judge you've got wrinkles or your hair or you've got extra pounds on your body? Do you shame yourself? Do you tell yourself off? Do you get too too stuck in the idea that you're only a physical body, because you're not. You're so much more than that. So can you create some lightness, some love, some kindness for all that you are? So now let me read this out to you to see if this helps you go a wee bit more into this idea of letting go of any kind of labeling or propensity to have a negative body image. So you are beautiful right now, just the way you are. There is really only one person's opinion you should be concerned with when it comes to your body, actually all aspects of you, by the way, and that's yours. If you are comfortable in your own skin and you're healthy, then that should be the only thing that matters. Do not let others tell you that you are not beautiful, because when you believe you are, then you are. And when I say others, that's like social media and mainstream media, as well as other people saying things, or you thinking or judging yourself based upon what you think other people think of you. So this is a little bit like unpack this and really give yourself some lightness and some loving kindness. Healthy people have a self-image that's separate from their body image. They have an identity that's about many things. Perhaps their identity focuses on being a friend, a student, a parent, or just having a loving nature. Maybe their focus is on a hobby, an instrument, or an animal. There are many things that go into a person's identity or feelings of uniqueness or specialness and self-worth. And on top of it all, they have a body that they take care of and live in. That's the really important part. This is the body, the vessel that we get to have this human experience in. When somebody has a negative body image, they generally don't feel special, and they don't have a strong sense of identity and worth. They latch on to being slim as something they can do and control and be good at. Then their self-image and their body image get twisted up, and they think they're only as good as their body looks to them. In what ways can you feel or be special that have nothing to do with your looks? Can you imagine what it would feel like if you felt worthy? What are some other ways you might separate your body image from your self-image? So now you can see, isn't that beautiful energy to really lean into this magicalness, this communication between your head and your heart? Is it really aligning with the power, the beauty, the amazing being that you actually are? And this is a time to be letting go of anything that tells you something different or sells you short. And so it's time to just see, if you could be everything that you wish you could be, what would that look like? And what do you need to let go of in order to, kind of course correct or come into alignment with that? So just take a big breath. And like I say, if you need any guidance or support or more resources on this idea, put it in the comments below or message me directly, because the thing about letting go is it needs to feel like a flow to you. It needs to feel with some sense of ease, even if it's something that you kind of go, gosh, there's a lot of work to do in here, but there needs to be a sense of yes, lightness from your heart. Remember, this phase, this week in particular, is, are you listening to your heart? So as I've been kind of just riffing on that idea, I've been shuffling my tarot cards, because with these sessions with you, I like to draw one tarot card and then 3 of the Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels cards. It's just a nice little formula that we have to help you get clear on this idea of working to let go of what's no longer serving you. And this is beautiful. You know what the cards come up is the Hierophant. The Hierophant speaks of habits and habit patterns, but also like institutions, belief systems. So this is a time to go and check. Do you believe that you're as powerful as you really are? Do you believe that your self-worth is high enough? Or do you sell yourself short or think that you need to be something different, that you need to conform to something. Because actually Hierophant could actually be talking of some forms of conformity also, where you want to let that go too, because when we're telling the truth about ourselves, it's about telling the truth about you as a soul, as a spiritual being. And yes, sometimes you do, walk to the beat of people's opinions around you, but that's just a side benefit. It's not a thing that you need to be concerning yourself with until you get clear on what are your gifts, your dreams, your mission, your path. So this phase that we just came out of, the new moon, this is about really knowing, loving, and telling yourself what's your truth. Not my truth, yours. What's your truth? So just taking a nice deep breath, we're going to go into the healing with the angel cards. Like I said, we're going to pull 3 of these. This is excellent. It's always excellent, right? First one is study. So this is beautiful because it really relates nicely with that Hierophant tarot card, because it's about really looking at you, looking at and witnessing the words that you use, the thoughts that you entertain and that you allow to stay in your energy, and trust in miracles. Isn't that awesome? I said to you that this waxing crescent in the sign of Gemini, which we see tomorrow, we welcome into that tomorrow, it's all about that magical miracle. Can you really feel into how magical and how much of a miracle you are, just as you are, just in this moment, right now, right here? The miracle of you, the miracle of everything that we experience. Can you feel that? And if you can't, that's okay too. But what do you need to study or shift or bring into your awareness to start getting more into that part? And in doing that, sometimes you may need to work on a wee bit of forgiveness of, I did the best I could with what I had, or I ascribed to a certain belief system and that served its purpose. Then now is a new time when I can let go and get more into my own rhythmic flow. That's what this week's all about. I hope it makes sense. I wish you a beautiful week ahead and embrace this new beautiful energy of the month of May, and see if you can feel into that letting go inspiration from the eclipse season that we're in. This is very powerful until the full moon, where there will be a lunar eclipse as well. So this will be exciting times ahead. Much love to you. Have a great week. I'll be back here with you next week.